I'm Pam Brown. I'm an ER nurse and I went to Hancock College. The nursing profession, it's for people who want to reach out and help other people. It's not for the quiet, meek and mild, but it's for people who really are going to use those skills that they have to think and to act on those skills. When we hear that a trauma is coming in, people within the hospital are called to come and help us, and that helicopter shows up with a patient, we have to be working as a team like clockwork. But there's also that personal, emotional side that goes with it, that you think to yourself, oh my goodness, this is a person's life, and I have to help save it. And you have to work as a team member to help save it. And when they roll through the door, we just kick into action. And in split seconds, we make decisions that are going to help save that patient's life. Hancock instructors want you to be a different kind of nurse. They want you to go out into the nursing field and to use the caring curriculum. And what better way to teach a student that than to be caring to the students? And that's what the instructors at Hancock do. They make a difference in the students' lives. They become your friends. They become your supporter, your encourager. They leave an impression on your heart. You always remember your nursing instructors, and they teach you how to make a difference in those patients' lives, how to leave an impression on their heart too, knowing that a nurse cares. This is my way of reaching out to people. So every single day my prayer is the same. Let me make a difference. Let me touch somebody's life.
I'm Joe Dana. Being the principal of Joe Nightingale School gives me the chance to make a difference in the lives of about 800 kids. Hancock was probably more of a positive catalyst for my life than any other place in my educational career. The educators that I had over those years gave me so much care and encouragement. And I found that when I went and transferred to UC Berkeley, I was able to compete very, very well. So Hancock gave me some academic confidence and helped me to feel like I could be a great student. There are some people who are a little bit intimidated by whoever the principal is, but I work on that. I, as a principal, try to get out there and say hello to them and welcome them, make them feel really good about being at Nightingale. Nightingale is not going to be that pivotal point for every single one of them, but it is going to be that for a lot of them. And so our job is to help those kids to feel like they can do it, and to help them feel that they are going to be great students, and that they have a great future, and that people really care about it. We try at Nightingale to do for our kids what Hancock did for me. I think at the end of the day, the kids of our school know that Mr. Dana cares about them, and he believes in them. And I think that small thing, that small action, is good for kids at our school and helps give them a little bit of a spark. Were you two going to school in Florida? Is that right? Well, I'm Mr. Dana. I'm the principal. We're really excited to have both of you at our school.
I'm Mike Henry. I'm the controller at Pacific Sunwear. If I put it in the simplest terms, I am the top dog accountant there. I'm the last line of defense. I am ultimately responsible for what our financial statements say, making sure that they're 100% correct, making sure they're 100% accurate, and that the information that we put forth as Pacific Sunwear in our public filings to the investment community is pristinely correct. Numbers have always been my passion from as long as I can remember. You know, I always remember math was my favorite subject, so numbers were always my favorite thing to fiddle around with. And I decided when I was 15 that accounting was probably what I was going to do. I graduated number 3 in my high school class. I had 1B my entire high school career. I was very, very cognizant of the fact that I was the first person in my family to go to college. And because of that, I had a very intense desire and passion to not fail. And having that financial aid, Hancock was a very significant boost because half to 3/4 of my first year at a university were taken care of because of the scholarships that I was able to earn from the grades and the experiences that I had at Hancock. You know, it made sense when you thought about, hey, I can get the same quality of courses, the same quality of instruction from the instructors, get all my lower level general education requirements taken care of, and make sure that they transfer to the university, can get all that done at a much lower cost. Well, it just makes sense. What I believed to be a big disappointment when I first came to Hancock, realizing that I had to come to Hancock first before going to a university, what I thought was such a huge disappointment in retrospect turned out to be the best thing that I could have done. Numbers tell the story. What we do, what we pull together for our financial statements, the numbers tell the story. And I would not be where I am today were it not for the experiences I had at Hancock.
I'm Dr. Joe Santino, and I'm a surgeon at Marion Medical Center. If you are going to become something, whatever it is, make sure that it's something you love, because you have to put everything you have into it to be good or the best. The 2.5 years I spent at Hancock actually taught me not only biology, but they taught me the skills I needed to go to a higher level institution. I didn't have them before, and I needed the pace that they provided, and I needed the passion that the instructors provided. And that's what started the whole educational process for me, and that concept carried over into the way I interact with my patients. I have to make sure they understand what's going on. A lot of times the person doesn't understand the terms, but they'll nod because they just want to agree or get it over with. And I'll say, well, no, do you really understand? So the small details that a patient needs to know are big details. They make a big difference in their life and their family. And I think that is a big difference between, say, a 4-year university that rushes you through on the quarter system and this institution that did not do that. This set the stage for my feeling of and level of interaction that I do with my patients. That's the greatest satisfaction, I think, to use the ability to pick up small details and make big differences in people's lives.
I'm Elena, and I'm an emergency medical technician. We grew up working in the fields since I was 5 years old, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. It's just a great feeling, having to get up and go to work and actually enjoy what you do. You see a lot of things that you normally don't see on a daily basis, and you have to be able to cope with that. And that's one thing they do incorporate at Hancock is no matter what the scenario is, we're here to help you. No matter if you're having a heart attack, you're shortness of breath, or you just need a little help off the floor. Everyone needs help, and everyone should be treated the same with a common respect. They're someone's mom or dad, grandparents, aunts or uncles, daughters, sons. They're someone's family member. When you're going through the academy, the instructors they're stern with you because they want you to be great at what you do. They want you to be the best. You got to be able to know what your partner's thinking or what he's going to be needing. Your partner is the medic, so they do all the hands-on that needs to be done with the patient with medication-wise, IVs or anything like that. So communication was one of the major things in the academy. Got to have communication. I'm always willing to learn, and that's one thing you got to do in this business. You always have to be willing to learn. And once you think you know it all, something happens to where you don't know it all. Someone codes, and you get their pulse back, you get their blood pressure back. It's like, yes, you get this feeling to where what we do does make a difference. Like everyone makes a difference. And that's something they do teach you at the academy. You know, you do what you can and you do the best that you can. And that's what really counts in the end.
Allan Hancock College. Start here, go anywhere. It's about your future.